In the shadow of the Golden Dome, not far from the Word of Life mural that some refer to as Touchdown Jesus, two programs that when they get together, the drama is high. Miami comes into South Bend to take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame in a rematch of what was a thriller a season ago. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. For more on this matchup, let's go down to Holly Road.
I don't need to tell you how crucial this matchup is with Miami and Notre Dame. This is the matchup that helped to decide the bracket last year. As you know, the committee was weighing who was the better team, Notre Dame or Miami. You better believe Notre Dame has some revenge on their mind as they were left out of the college football playoff last season, and Miami went on a run to the national championship game. A lot of drama here in this top 25 matchup. This should be epic. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Hurricanes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. There you see the explosive Aeneas Williams. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Off the play fake. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Mensah. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Miami. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The give is to Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Here's Carr to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Power football with the run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking for a man. It's Hebert. Fires to the big fella. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll run the screen. Makes his man miss. Delivers the stiff arm. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? This one's complete, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Oh, they're after him. This time it's complete. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be...
He caught it! And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. RPO complete to open the drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Handoff from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And and that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Could not make his way to the corner. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on third. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Brown. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Hebert. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then going to take a shot. Got it down the field. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Canes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And they call this sudden change. And we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Running inside, it's Williams. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Carr. Takes a hit as he fires. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. on his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Direct snap. It's Brown. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Mensah turns it loose. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here come the Irish back on offense. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Carr. On target. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line. From the gun on third down, Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Fourth down, Carr. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. With the sure hands, it's Vaughn. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third down, here's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 37. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. First down, right back to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Finds his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Pringle. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Brown. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Gets rid of it. Trying to barrel in. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. With the catch, it's Walton. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Under fire. Can't make the connection to pressure there. Caused the missed timing. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Carr. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Irish send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on him. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And the Canes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room. It's Walton. Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And his throw is incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to keep the drive alive. He makes a stop, and they'll have it in the red zone after converting on fourth down. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Here's Carr to throw. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Notre Dame was forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Compton. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the RPO, complete. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Throwing, Carr. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds his tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's got it on the right. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Carr from the gun on third down. Tight end getting vertical. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Walton. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Carr. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wait.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense and keep them pinned in their own end. Here's Mensah to throw. Got his man. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for space. It's Walton. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. That's reeled in. It's Walton. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. This was a huge matchup coming into the week. Really didn't expect it to be put away quite so soon. And you have to wonder, as we look at the scoreboard, the impact this will have on the rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air, it's Carr. Finds his man. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Miami. A pick 6. They're on looks as if this streak is going to continue.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that. That's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed.